Thank you so much, Ms. Josephine Das. Ladies and gentlemen, you may now take your seat. The chief guest, the Honorable Prime Minister, Josiah Warengan Bainimarama, Mrs. Bainimarama, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Board of Directors of Investment Fiji, members of the Diplomatic Corps, permanent secretaries, government officials, respected executives, sponsors, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, Nisambula, Namaste, and a very good evening. Welcome to the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Awards. Tonight, we give recognition and celebrate the achievements of various individuals and organizations in the industry. We have a wonderful program this evening. 12 awards, 16 recognition awards. We commence with our formalities, the welcome address. Please welcome on stage the man behind the scene, leading the team that has put all of this together, the Chief Executive Officer of Investment Fiji, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Godot Muller-Tuitt. Please, can you welcome him on stage? Give him a big round of applause.
Honourable Prime Minister, Rengi Bainimarama, Honourable Minister of Finance and Attorney General, Ayasai Payam, Honourable Ministers, Your Excellencies, Chairman and Board of Investment Fiji, our loyal sponsors and partners, our dedicated entrepreneurs and exporters, members of the media, distinguished guests. As CEO of Investment Fiji, it is my honour and great pleasure to extend the warmest of welcomes to you as we gather here at Fiji's premier celebration, the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year. You may represent very different businesses in very different parts of the country, but you all have one thing in common. You embody the spirit and enterprise that must be at the heart of Fiji's economic future. Tonight, we celebrate your success. Our annual awards dinner is always the highlight of the program of events. As exporters, this is your dinner, a night to celebrate your success, and it is the time of the year when we look back and celebrate your achievements. Tonight is a very special night. Being in a room with more than 600 of Fiji's wealth creators is an exhilarating feeling like no other. We are all in it together. Seated next to you is likely to be somebody who is where you were yesterday. Opposite you might be someone who is where you want to be tomorrow. There is no doubt that the entrepreneurial spirit represented in this room can build a bright future for our economy. All of you here this evening are running real growth companies, which are the lifeblood of our economy. During this year, I've met many of you at various occasions and events, and the ambition, drive and appetite for success is staggering. We need the people of Fiji to understand the importance of ambition in your businesses, so that they will be supportive of your businesses. As business pioneers, we continue to play an active leadership role in Fiji's exporter ecosystem. And I'm very confident that collectively we can make a real difference for Fiji, each focusing on our own areas of expertise, but continuing to work together by partnering for global success. Tonight is about you, our exporters and entrepreneurs, and who better to acknowledge your success than our Prime Minister himself. Please join me in now welcoming our Honourable Prime Minister, Mr. Brangi Bainimarama.
The Honourable Minister for Industry, Trade and Tourism, Honourable Ministers, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Chairman, Board of Directors and CEO of Investment Fiji, sponsors of the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Export of the Year Award, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Kula Vinaka, and a very good evening to you all. I'm delighted to join you all for one of the genuine highlights of the year as we honor some of our most important people at the 23rd Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Award. All of you in this room are the driving force of our economy. The men and women taking Fijian-made goods and services to the world, and earning us the export dollars that are building our nation's wealth and creating prosperity for every Fijian. Tonight, we single out those who have made an outstanding contribution to our export effort over the past 12 months. But while we celebrate their individual efforts, I personally regard every one of you as winners. And let me tell you why. In the past 5 years, Fiji's exports have grown by more than 30%, from $1.6 billion in 2010 to $2.3 billion last year. In other words, the value of what we are selling to the rest of the world has increased by almost a third. And all this is thanks to you, working in partnership with the government and our other agencies to take the Fijian-made brand to new heights. So I want to begin the evening by asking for a big round of applause by everyone for everyone. Because this is really a tremendous performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, many of you will have spent the past 36 hours digesting the provisions of the 2016 budget, how it affects you all in the business community, and how it fits into the overall national strategy. After the speech in Parliament yesterday by the Attorney General and Minister for Finance, I just want to say this. The 2016 budget is bold. It is imaginative, and it is designed to consolidate my government's achievements and capitalize on one of the longest running periods of growth in our entire history. We are moving Fiji forward, and we are doing so with sound, consistent policies based on the underlying premise of working together as one people, as one nation, encouraging a spirit of enterprise and using our growing prosperity to improve the lives of those who most need it, low-income earners and the disadvantaged. Our tax changes, in particular, are designed to produce a more equitable system, a fairer system, and one that is more simplified, targeted at improving the basic standard of living ordinary Fijians and giving them the leg up they deserve. The centerpiece of these changes is the reduction in our value-added tax from 15% to 9%. It is a significant reduction in the tax every Fijian paid for the items they consume. Some of the exemptions that used to apply to certain goods have been abolished, but that is more than made up with a 6% reduction in VAT on everything Fijian families require. And low-income earners still benefit from the other provisions that currently exist for them, like an expanded free medicine list for those earning less than $20,000 a year, plus subsidized electricity for households who also enjoy free water. So our safety net for the underprivileged is not only still intact, it has been strengthened. We are creating a fairer and more equitable society by creating a fairer and more equitable tax system. And we are asking affluent Fijians, and especially some of our businesses, to make a bigger effort to pay no more than their fair share. There is still too much tax and revenue leakage. And we intend to crack down on those companies and individuals who fail to meet their obligations. We have created one of the most generous tax regimes in the entire Pacific. So there is no excuse for those individuals and companies who are happy to reap the benefits but aren't willing to pay their fair share. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to use this opportunity to talk about our industrial relations landscape at the present time. Something that I know that has been of concern. No one wants industrial conflict in Fiji. The interests of Fijian workers, trade unionists, employers, and the government are one and the same. And they need to be to grow our economy and enable us to give every Fijian a better deal. You will have heard me talking about growing the national cake so that everyone can get a bigger slice. It's a simple way of explaining to ordinary people how a free market economy works. And we have a wonderful story to tell, because that cake is growing all the time, thanks in large part to our exporters and the teamwork you have encouraged in your own workplaces. As you know, last year, our economy grew by 5.3%, eclipsing the performance of our bigger neighbors. We didn't do it by having conflict in the workplace. We did it by working together. So I appeal to those in the union movement to work with us rather than against us, as we strive to improve the standard of living for every Fijian. I want to explain my own perspective on the current matter before the International Labour Organization, the ILO. We are a small and vulnerable nation that needs to protect certain vital arteries carrying the lifeblood of our economy. We are not a developed nation that can afford the luxury of our essential industries and services being disrupted. And whether it is our ports, our airports, or our national airline, all these things must be kept open at all times for the benefit of every Fijian. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we simply cannot allow a relatively small group of people to hold the nation to ransom by misrepresenting us and our circumstances to the rest of the world and disrupting our industries and services. Some union leaders are going to the ILO claiming that this is a restriction on workers' rights. But this is simply not the case. Employees under the amended provisions have the right to choose to join the union or not, whether they are in the essential industries or not. Employees in all sectors have the right to collective bargaining. Employees in these sectors, like others, have the right to have their union dues deducted from their check-off systems. The only difference is that those in essential services need to give notice if they want to go on strike. And the notice period we have agreed to will be reduced to 14 days from 28. We have even created a tripartite tribunal that can quickly dispose of matters of disagreements arising under these essential services and sectors. But in pursuing these rights, unions and unionists have no right to damage the jobs of other workers and damage the Fijian economy. The government has a wider responsibility, and that is to the nation as a whole. And that responsibility is to keep Fiji moving, to make sure our arteries aren't blocked. I ask you to imagine a situation where no notice is required from those in the essential services. A situation in which the pilots of Fiji Airways might go on strike 5 minutes before a flight is to take off from LA or about to leave for Singapore. What would it do to the image of the country? What would it do to the confidence in our transportation system? What would it do to the economy? Would you have confidence in transporting your exports on Fiji Airways? What would it do to the tourism industry? I don't need to go into details of how and who would be affected by such a situation. Apart from saying that it would have a catastrophic impact on our economy and on the jobs and lives of ordinary Fijians, the whole nation would suffer. The central ethos of my government is to erode the rights of ordinary Fijians. It is to empower them. It is to give them choices. And whether it is our education revolution or the provision of basic services to every Fijian, whoever they are or wherever they live. And that is what we are doing. And we are happy to be judged on our record. We want to work with the workers and even organizations they may form or join, just as we are working with the employees to advance the position of everyone. I want to close by warmly thanking you all on behalf of the Fijian people for the work you are doing to make the Fijian-made brand a byword for quality and consistency the world over. And to set you all a challenge of battling 30% improvement in our exports in the past 5 years. Let's aim for 50% or more in the next 5 years and truly fulfill the vision of tonight's theme, partnering for global success. With all the capacity building we are undertaking in our institutions and investment Fiji, in tourism Fiji, with the trade framework we have formulated and will be in our 5 and 20-year national plan, we can do it. And by taking the Fijian-made brand to those parts of the world we have yet to reach, we can do it. In fact, we can do almost anything if we put our minds to it. Finally, congratulations to the winners, congratulations to everyone. And our thanks to Westpac, the major sponsor, to Investment Fiji, and everyone who has worked so hard to make this event a success. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Now, wherever, God bless you all.
up on stage and we'll commence with the presentation of the awards. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, our first category of awards this evening is the Special Awards category. Our first special award is the Technique Specific Limited Emerging Exporter of the Year Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Technique Specific Limited Emerging Exporter of the Year Award goes to a company focused on meeting customer expectations. They exist to develop and also manufacture unique and specific generic and natural products to firmly establish the organization's position in the global market, contracting Australian, New Zealand, and Fijian companies, and recently emerging into South Africa, Israel, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Technique Specific Limited Emerging Exporter of the Year Award goes to
Douglas Pharmaceuticals.
We started operation in Fiji from 1999. Our initial objective was to use this plant for research and development. So now the site is mostly doing commercial activity, but same time, if the requests are coming for new product development, we do new product development too. 99.9% we are exporting at this stage. We employ around 70 staff. What we're going to do next 5 years, our aim is to double the size of this facility, double the size of the business and the capacity.
Douglas, Fiji, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause. And we have a representative come up to receive the award. Another big round of applause. Our next special award is the Ministry of Youth and Sports Youth Entrepreneur of the Year Award. The 2015 Ministry of Youth and Sports Youth Entrepreneur Award goes to a young businessman who started his business in 2007 with his first business worth only $25. Today he captures businesses which are in thousands of dollars. The young entrepreneur believes his customers are the main drivers of his business. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Ministry of Youth and Sports Youth Entrepreneur of the Year Award goes to
Quality Hotel Service.
My name is Avnish Kumar and I'm the Managing Director of Quality Tile Cities. I started my business with discretion. At the moment I've got contracts around with certain Fiji resorts, certain Western resort and certain Tokoriki and other 5-star resorts and top business, international and local business. I did all this tiling. I did tiling for certain resort, Western resort and other 5-star resorts around the country. I also work for many local contractors as a subcontractor. And apart from that, for my business I run Check Turner's car.
Congratulations, Mr. Kumar and Manakamakaleopu Honorable Minister, for announcing our winner. Our final special award is the Bank South Pacific Import Substitution Award. The 2015 Bank South Pacific Import Substitution Award is awarded to a company that is 100% made in Fiji. The company sources all its raw materials from local communities in a sustainable manner. The company is supplying its international branded products locally, especially to the tourism industry, which has had an impact on reduction of import and similar products. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2015 Bank South Pacific Import Substitution Award goes to
Pure Fiji Export Limited.
This beautiful business, Pure Fiji, started in 1995 at the kitchen tables of the Austins. The main factory that we are at the moment does lotions, oils, butter, scrub. We have got 155 staffs at the moment. We have now got 7 different countries that we are exporting to. Our vision for future is to expand and consolidate our position as the only prestigious and established manufacturer of cosmetic and beauty care products in Fiji.
Congratulations, Pure Fiji. Thank you so much, Mr. McCarthy. The 2015 ANZ Information Communications Technology Award goes to a company that operates a company-wide opportunity and risk management system that is integrated into its existing management and controlling processes. The company seeks to attract, develop, reward, and retain outstanding individuals and believes in empowerment and personal accountability of its people that has led to the company's growth in the local and international business environment. The 2015 Telecom PG Limited Information Communications Technology Award goes to
Award goes to Chronology Solutions Limited.
We are Phonology, a professional services company providing mobile phone warranty repair services for Australia, New Zealand, PNG and other Pacific Islands, as well as GPS vehicle tracking services. At Phonology, we employ and train 100% local people.
Another big round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, for Phonology. Congratulations. And thank you so much, Mr. Acharya. The 2015 Tropic Wood Industries Limited Forestry Exporter of the Year Award goes to a company that was established some 19 years ago, venturing into native logging. The company's objective is to generate demand on products that it can efficiently manufacture with sustainable means. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Tropic Wood Industries Limited Forestry Exporter of the Year Award goes to
Welcome to Nima Auto Sales Limited. We are a timber exporter, especially in mahogany. We do mahogany, flooring, decking. We are trying to be the #1 exporter and #1 timber supplier in Fiji as well, as for locals. Thank you for visiting Nima Auto Sales Limited. Nima Auto Sales Limited is a division of Timber Traders.
The third sector-based award is for the Golden Manufacturers Limited Manufacturing Exporter of the Year Award. 2015 Golden Manufacturers Limited Manufacturing Exporter of the Year Award goes to a company that has been in operation since 1961. The company product has been used on most of Fiji's landmark projects that are in existence today. In addition to being a well-established supplier within the local construction industry, the company has from time to time supplied its products to various neighboring South Pacific Island countries. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Golden Manufacturers Limited Manufacturing Exporter of the Year Award goes to
Standard Concrete Industries.
Our company, Standard Concrete Industries, is a manufacturer of quarry aggregates and cement-based products. We started exports in 2000. We have more than 200 staff and 16 sites located all over Fiji. As of last year, our export revenue represented 27% of our total revenue. Most of our markets are all the South Pacific Island countries.
Standard concrete. We are number one in Fiji and we will be number one in the South Pacific.
The next sector-based award is for the Hankton Pacific Limited Fisheries Exporter of the Year Award. 2015 Hankton Pacific Company Limited Fisheries Exporter of the Year Award is given to a company that exports its fish products to Vietnam, Sri Lanka, and Taiwan, and also services local markets, especially the hotel industry. The company seeks to maintain a highly professional environment in the field of exporting value-added fresh and frozen fish of high quality that meets the best international standards and specifications. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Hankton Pacific Company Limited Fisheries Exporter of the Year Award goes to
Hans Holding Limited.
Holding Limited started its operation in 2014. We do a lot of value-added processing for the tuna long-line vessels. We also do a lot of exports to the Taiwanese, Sri Lankan and Vietnam markets. Export for this year has, compared to last year, has increased by 80 to 85%. Our mission is to increase it by a further 100% next year. We also intend to include New Zealand, Australia, USA and the EU markets in our destination of our exports.
2015 Reserve Bank of Fiji Agriculture Exporter of the Year Award is awarded to a company that is 100% Fiji owned with a humble beginnings from a backyard shed in Nausori more than 50 years ago, and strives to achieve the best local and international practices. Their improvements are driven by a team dedicated to exceptional customer service and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Reserve Bank of Fiji Agriculture Exporter of the Year Award is
Ramsamy and Son Fiji Limited.
We'll take a short intermission here, allow our chief guest to have a drink and stretch his legs, and then in a few minutes, we'll be back up on stage. And please give our chief guest a big round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. We'll have some entertainment now. Fiji Arts Council join us up on stage, and then we'll be back with more of the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Awards presentations. The 2015 Bank of Baroda Small Exporter of the Year Award is awarded to a company that has recently ventured into the USA, Hong Kong, China, and PNG markets. The company's product has been certified organic by Australian Certified Organic. The company's packaging has been made using special ingredients which enhances biodegradation in biological active environment. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Bank of Baroda Small Exporter of the Year Award goes to
Clears Global was started in 1996. We're a public company with 125 staff members. One of our largest shareholders is FNPF, and we're very proud of that because by default that makes everyone with an FNPF membership card one of our shareholders and part of our family. We derive our success through our product design and innovation. Some of our products are behind me: ViWi Natural Artesian Water and AquaSafe Natural Artesian Water. Our export markets extend as far as the US, Australia, China, and many smaller markets.
Congratulations. Please, beverage, please, another big round of applause. And thank you so much, Mr. Rajman. The 2015 Life Insurance Corporation of India Medium Exporter of the Year Award is awarded to a company that established its operations back in 1974 with a vision of providing Fiji with the basic essentials in the construction industry. The company has been exporting to the South Pacific markets against tough competitions from Chinese and other Asian exporters. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Life Insurance Corporation of India Medium Exporter of the Year Award goes to
Bar Industries Limited.
Bar Industries Limited is in the business of manufacturing wire and fencing products such as nails, chain link, barbed wire, and a wide range of fasteners. Bar Industries Limited has embarked on an aggressive export marketing plan covering most of the South Pacific island nations. We are the first wire manufacturing company in Fiji with ISO 9001 certification. Bar Industries Limited has a vision to be the leading supplier of quality wire products and related services not only in Fiji but the entire Pacific region.
Please, a big round of applause. Bar Industries Limited, congratulations. The 2015 HFC Bank Large Exporter of the Year Award is given to a company that has been in operation for the last 40 years and building partnership with customers from around 48 different nations and employs over 600 staff. The company is a high-quality leading tourism service provider in Fiji and the South Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Hope Finance Company Limited Large Exporter of the Year Award goes to
Rosie Holidays.
Bula! My name is Tony Witten. I'm the Managing Director of the Rosie Travel Group. Our business operates in the tourism and hospitality industry here in Fiji. We operate a diverse portfolio of tourism investments from inbound tourism, world-class ground transportation for tourists, online hotel booking systems, and resort developments on a world-class scale. We employ over 600 people, and we're delighted to be part of a very vibrant and exciting industry that is 37% of Fiji's gross domestic product and the largest foreign exchange earner.
We have gone through 11 awards already, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more award, and then we have the recognition awards. So, at this point in time, I would like to give our chief guest Another quick break before we invite him back on stage, so can you please give him a big round of applause? Now, ladies and gentlemen, to host events, and especially so, one as prestigious as this one, it takes the support of all the sponsors. So it's only right that tonight we hear from our major sponsor. Please welcome on stage the General Manager of Westpac, Mr. Adrian Hughes.
Chief Guest, Honourable Prime Minister, Investment Fiji Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Investment Fiji, members of government here tonight, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Bulla, good evening to you all. Now it's getting late. I'm sure that you're all eager to find out who the winner is tonight. It's been a great night, I have to say. I don't want to spoil it by spending too much time up on the stage. To all the nominees, the winners, congratulations for being part of this very important business event. These awards are a true reflection of a winning strategy, great leadership, inspired teams, hard work and a passion for perfection. We at Westpac salute all of you. Fiji is a small developing nation which is doing some grand things on the world stage. We have an economy that's been fueled by 4 years of consecutive economic growth above 4%, with a very favourable economic outlook in front of us. And you will agree that the outlook for exporters is especially promising. And for those that support the export industry, finance sector included. Westpac's been supporting the export sector for a very long time. In fact, it's true, Westpac's DNA goes back to 1901, when we first opened the Bank of New South Wales in Suva with a complement of 3 staff. Today, 114 years on, Westpac still in Fiji. We have huge plans for the future. Our vision is to be one of the world's great service companies, helping our staff, customers and communities prosper and grow. And we're well on the way, having this year been awarded the most sustainable bank in the world in the Dow Jones Sustainability Surveys. Westpac today is part of the Westpac Asia Pacific region. And as a result, my business has become so much larger. Our focus, therefore, and reach extends to all parts of Asia and beyond. We in Fiji, Westpac Fiji, have a significant investment program in front of us, which means more branches, more products, and more people. So I stand here before you tonight to reaffirm Westpac, the country's longest serving bank, is committed to serving Fijians for generations to come. But it's time now for me to get off the stage. I'm very keen to find out who the winner is. Congratulations to all the winners and the nominees, and thank you all for coming and supporting this wonderful event. Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hughes. Please, another round of applause. And now for the announcement of the 2015 Westpac Exporter of the Year Award. To present this award, I invite back on stage our chief guest. And also to announce the winner, the General Manager of Westpac, Mr. Hughes. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Award is awarded to a company that has been exporting its products since 1987, with most of the exported produce going to countries such as Japan and China. The company's operations have a significant impact on the welfare of various communities in rural areas. The company's vision is to create employment opportunities for locals and encourage landowner business participation and socio-economic development of villages in isolated parts of Fiji through road networks and community projects. In addition, the company is involved in energy generation and supplies any access to the national grid, which contributes significantly towards the country's import substitution for fossil fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Award goes to
Wood Industries.
Is the sole exporter of pine wood chips out of Fiji. We are also the largest timber producer and we produce our own power. Sustainability drives our factory and forest operation. We are the only company in Fiji that is Forest Stewardship Council certified. The key to our business successes is care for our people. Our landowners and our workers are our key assets. We are proud to be 100% Fijian exporter.
major award this evening, but ladies and gentlemen, we have 6 recognition awards, and to announce the recipients of these awards, the Chief Executive Officer of Investment Fiji will make the announcement, and Honourable Prime Minister, will ask if you can please hand out these awards before we open the dance floor this evening.
The first recognition award goes to United Corral, Fiji Limited.
Founded in 1989, United Apparel is one of the most respected manufacturing companies in Fiji and in the region. The company has experienced growth and has contributed immensely in the investment of Fiji. At United Apparel, we are driven by quality and perfection. United Apparel is a certified, worldwide responsible, accredited facility. Our vision is to be recognized as the Fiji's leading manufacturers and providers of exceptional quality products and services.
The second recognition award goes to FMF Foods Limited.
Bulla from FMF Foods Limited, one of the largest food manufacturing company in the South Pacific. We have at our fold flour milling, biscuit company, FMF Snacks, Westpac, bakery company, and other associate subsidiaries. Employing 1,000 staff, we manufacture a range of flour and bakery products for both household and commercial use. Our biscuit company manufactures over 7 million biscuits per day for both FMF and other international brands. This is FMF Foods Limited.
The third recognition award goes to Ben's Trading Limited.
Bulla
and welcome to Ben's Trading Limited. Ben's Trading was established 9 years ago and is the largest indigenous agriculture exporter in Fiji with about 200 employees. We export fresh taro, frozen cassava, grated cassava, cocoa beans and kava. Our export market include US, Australia and New Zealand. We are HACCP International certified. Our vision is to equip the farmer today to feed the multitude tomorrow.
Our fourth recognition award goes to Pacific Cement Limited.
Welcome to Pacific Cement Limited. Pacific Cement Limited, formerly known as Fiji Industries Limited, was established in 1958. Pacific Cement Limited produces two types of cement, Portland cement and blended cement. Our export market includes Tonga, Samoa, Kiribati, and other Pacific Island countries. Our vision is to be the preferred supplier of quality cement in Fiji and throughout the region.
The fifth recognition award goes to Pacific Fishing Company Limited.
Pacific Fishing Company Limited is a tuna processing plant based in Levuka, Oahu. We have the capacity to process 120 metric tons tuna per day. And our products are cooked frozen tuna loins, canned tuna of Sunbelt brands, fish meal and fish oil. Frozen loins are processed for Bumblebee Foods of US. Our factory conforms to international food safety standards.
And the last recognition award this evening goes to ANZ Pacific Operations.
Pula, welcome to ANZ Suva Hub, one of the 4 global hubs around the world. We are a business that's been on a 13-year journey. We have 400 talented staff and have set ourselves an outsourcing brand of excellence for ANZ Global. ANZ Suva Hub is founded on business transformation excellence that achieve efficiency and productivity. We have a vision to become a truly world-class hub and confident to take Fiji and outsourcing business on a competitive global platform.
That is the last award, ladies and gentlemen. Please, a big round of applause for our chief guest this evening, graceful to come present all the awards to all the winners and recipients of the recognition award. Thank you so much, sir. I now invite the Investment Fiji Deputy Chairman, Mr. Chitoko Tikolevu, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Finance, Mr. President, Mr. Ayas Kayum, Minister for Industry and Trade, Honorable Ayas Koya, Ministers, Secretaries, members of Chairman and members of the Fiji Investment Board, our esteemed exporters, sponsors and partners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me to be accorded this wonderful opportunity for drawing down the curtain after one of the most important and prestigious events of Fiji's calendar. The 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Export of the Year Awards, which today was celebrated under the theme uttering the global success. I have no doubt in my mind that the event has lived beyond its expectations, and that all of you recognized and celebrated the event as a way of applauding yourself for the hard work you have put throughout your country, Fiji. I trust you enjoyed your evening and were encouraged and motivated by the presentation of awards to our esteemed exporters. You are no doubt all winners tonight, and that is what the Prime Minister's Export of the Year Awards is all about. It celebrates the success of you as exporters and recognizes your outstanding contributions within and outside of the business arena. Your commitment is what improves the livelihoods of the people of Fiji. You are indeed building our nation. On behalf of Investment Fiji Board Directors, management and the staff, I would like to thank the Prime Minister, dear Admiral Josiah Warege Bainimarama, for being present tonight to present the award. Your message has been an inspiration to all of us, and we thank you for your time with our supporters tonight. So now, I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to all those who have contributed immensely for the preparations of our function tonight. Indeed, a very big thank you to all our sponsors of the event, namely to the main award sponsor, Westpac, Mr. Hughes, sitting right here, for commitment and once again this year taking up the naming rights to the 2015 Prime Minister's Export of the Year Award. HFC Bank for sponsoring the large exporter award. Life Insurance Corporation of India for sponsoring the medium exporter award. Bank of Baroda for sponsoring the small exporter award. Bank for sponsoring the ICT Services Award. Tropic Woods Industries for sponsoring the Forestry Award. Global Manufacturers Limited sponsoring the Manufacturing Award. Hunting Pacific Limited for sponsoring the Fisheries Export Award. Reserve Bank of Fiji for sponsoring the Agriculture Award. Techniques Pacific Limited sponsoring the Emerging Export Award. The Ministry of Youth and Sports sponsoring the Youth Entrepreneur Award. And Bank South Pacific for sponsoring the Import Substitution Award. Thank you to all our partners. FBC for being our radio partner. The Fiji Sun for being our newspaper partner. Three Science for being our design partner. And Skyward Industries for being our African video partner. Also thank you to British American Tobacco for sponsoring the one-hour cocktail event this evening. P Maxi Training Limited for sponsoring the wines during the event, and I'm sure you all enjoy the wines tonight. POFG for the deep packs at the table, and SPR for providing IT services for this event. Dear sponsors, without your support, this event would not have been possible. Your generous contributions over the years cannot go unnoticed. And I would like to thank you for the generosity and readiness of partnering with Investment Fiji to host this signature event tonight. To our exporters, you are all winners tonight. As we keep saying, yes, indeed, your exporters are the engine of growth to the Fijian economy. We thank you for your commitment. Thank you for choosing to be part of the prestigious event, 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Export of the Year Award. Please know that you have delivered a great amount of service to your country through different endeavors. Undoubtedly, your contribution to bringing that indeed needed foreign exchange and enhance our nation's image and help to put our country on the globe. Investment Fiji is proud close bond we have joined with you, and we thank the relationship in due course. Our winners, congratulations to you on your achievements. You have been rewarded for your sacrifices, and we wish you all the best for the future. I extend my hearty thanks to the judges who were given the most difficult task to play in the success of this event tonight. Judges now were able to take out time from a busy schedule to judge the large number of applications received this year. I would like to extend a very hearty thanks to Ms. Michelle C. Can we just thank her for a wonderful job as the Mistress of Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be failing on my part if I do not thank the hard-working team of Western Fiji. Ladies and gentlemen, an event like this cannot go unnoticed, cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling months ago. It requires a lot of planning behind the scene and a bird's eye for detail, and we are fortunate enough to be backed by skilled and dedicated team led by the CEO of Investment Fiji. Thank you to Investment Fiji for involvement in making this event a success. Indeed, without your concerted efforts, it would have been impossible to successfully hold an event of this magnitude. To all our guests, we thank you for spending your evening with us. As I close, I once again congratulate all our exporters present here for your efforts in furthering global success. Now, good night. IMC, can you please accept this gift from Mr. Fiji?
Thank you very much for the gift. Don't worry, Honorable Prime Minister, I will declare that as soon as I get into the office on Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the formal part of our program tonight, and it starts the social part. And to cater for your needs, we have 2 dance floors. We hope that you will take advantage of that, make the most of it, because we've got until tomorrow morning. No, I'm sorry. I know there's a deadline, but I'm not going to say, but won't spoil the spirits. Please, a big round of applause for our band this evening. And to all our winners and the recipients of the Recognition Award, I'm sorry, before you hit the dance floor, I need to ask you to come up on stage one more time for your photo session with our chief guest this evening. Please bring up your award. But ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great pleasure hosting this year's 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Export of the Year Awards. I hope you've enjoyed the program. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.